2020 Tantra on Amazon, info in the description. Anyway, so the darkness is either on the outside of you or on the inside of you. I mean, one way or another, they're the same thing. There's no separation between in and out. So either the elements are within you or around you, and you always have enough energy to perform the alchemical performance that's needed, the emotional or intellectual exchange. Again, meeting another part of you is just a cell meeting another cell, performing the emotional and intellectual alchemy so that they can realize themselves and they can align with the eye, with the center of the circle, and they can continue to experience abundance and immortality, endless renewal if you stay at the center of the circle, regardless of which echelon of consciousness or which season of consciousness you're in. So, as a white person, you are a dark soul, so you're a very specific angel. You're here for a specific task. You are here in a group because you are basically one angel that broke up into a bunch of angels to perform. And as you unite, as you remember yourself, then you'll all unite, then you'll all be in the same room or working on the same accord. So there's never any lack. Either you're the tree and you have everything, and there's not very many people on earth, and you don't see anybody for 9,000 years, and you're the most ancient ancestor inside. I mean, regardless, the most ancient ancestor inside you is the truest you is the most ancient ancestor inside you. That is the black you that was ejaculating unconsciously, misaligned, constantly creating from a broken template to create more forgetfulness. The more that you degrade, then the more the template breaks down, and then the more you forget, and then the more you don't realize yourself, and then you see more separation. But the black dude that created you is you. That's who you are. And the visual thoughts that you have is the black mother inside of you, no matter what shade you are. If you're pink or beige, everybody's black or everybody's white. We can argue either way. But once you know both arguments, you know you can no longer argue, and you have pierced the void of contrast. So I'm just saying this for the sake of conversation, that everybody's black or everybody's white, however you want to argue it. So you should be arguing or not arguing. You should be more so being silent and realizing that you are not a body, and that the light is in everybody, but is not the bodies. They are the Lucifers. They are the bearers of light. So if you identify with the bearer of light, then you can never realize the light, and you'll always chase it. So you'll always chase your reflection. You always chase the glow. So you'll burn your own light. You'll become colder from within and whiter and lighter and more refined until you realize, like, I'm looking at the wrong mirror. Let me take this slight step in perspective. And then I realize, like, oh, snap. If I realize my infinity, then I'm aligned with infinity. And then I realize everything I come from, my source, and then there's no separation. Then I can continue to flow through whatever, constantly making these memories renewed and even better, looking at them from a better perspective until you just continue to evolve to a greater alignment with creation, to where you're in more responsibility, more energy at your hand to help, because you know that helping others helps you, and that teaching others is teaching you how to you're learning how to teach when you teach people. So you need to find the correct student. The student needs to find the teacher, and then they realize that they are just mirrors. So, yeah, that's really about it right there. The light is always present within you. So anyway, the source of the light, the thing or the nothing that created the breath, that which is before, that which is before is and is not, it doesn't breathe. You don't breathe in your dreams. You're just the observer. Breathing is what creates the separation, and the breath is what brings you back to that unity, to that realization. Once you get above the breath, you get caught up on your breathing. You catch up on all your other elements. Then you get caught up on your breathing. Then you realize, like, oh, I've been the source this whole time. And you stop identifying with the body you're working through, and then you have so many bodies at your disposal. Everybody. So, because you're aligning with the source. And you're the creditor, and you're not taking credit. You're the creditor at that point. So you always have what you need. Regardless, we always, as people, we always have what we need, and we've made this need for phones because the phones don't breathe. So the phones are a reflection of the source, because the source doesn't breathe.